We're here with episode 5 of season 7. This one's called Gone with a Trace. The quote here is, "If there's no path before you, create your own." Good. I hope everybody's doing okay out there while a lot of people are staying home and more vital employees are still going in. I'm one of those. That's why my voice is like this, because it's been pretty constant and pretty brutal. So, yeah, let's get into some Star Wars. I gotta wind down at least a little bit. Oh, I already know Ahsoka's back because she's in the thumbnail for this episode. Well, you can't play the Force theme. I love that song so much. How come Jedi are always having hovercraft accidents on Coruscant? It seems like a bad traffic system. What's the maximum height a Jedi can fall safely? That's the question Star Wars has never really answered. I honestly think the biggest magic trick that Star Wars ever pulled was turning Ahsoka from one of the most hated characters in the fandom to literally one of the most beloved. And it didn't even take Rebels to do that, although Rebels helped. Like, it was already like the later seasons of Clone Wars that did that. I don't know how they managed it.
Worry.
Yeah, the Jedi don't let their
Come on.
their members exactly get bank accounts, huh?
Thanks.
Why is she being so nice?
Don't take too long.
I'm
Time is
suspicious.
money.
I'm suspicious of characters who are too nice in Star Wars.
Why are you helping me?
There we go.
Shouldn't.
Why she want her to stay so bad? That's a good shot. Yeah. Now, is she being cagey because she doesn't want to be associated with the Order after that trial? Or does she kind of sense how dangerous being associated with the Jedi Order is at this point? That's a good question. And it's probably what's going to save her. Hey, don't beat up people you owe debts to and hope they don't come back, because they always come back.
Older brother taught me. Maybe you can teach me
Older
someday.
brother.
Come on. We gotta go tell my sister about Pinto.
That fight in Rebels was already an emotional gut punch.
How'd you end up with this smooth milker?
Nice sister, scumbag
She fell
sister.
from the sky. I mean, really dropped.
I've had my fair share of run-ins with
Oh, man.
droids. The majority are fine, but some are just...
We saw this in The Mandalorian too, right? This is a theme they're going with. The Clone Wars left like a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths about droids. So I think I wouldn't call it a retcon, but it's more of like an explanation as to why maybe in some places in the galaxy, especially the Outer Rim, droids aren't really welcome. And I think if you compare the animation in this chase scene versus early seasons of Clone Wars, there's really no comparison. They really have learned a lot of better ways to animate the show. It looks just way better. Couldn't Ahsoka just hit the button with the Force? This is why I don't understand Jedi versus droids. We're definitely not supposed to like the sister, right?
Rafa.
The right thing was getting more money for it.
To pay off Pinto.
Look at those credit chips. I have some that look just like that.
One day,
That sister's jealous of Ahsoka.
I better go finish my...
I think she's just desperate for some human interaction that's not with a scumbag. Human interaction, I mean, however you would say that in Star Wars. Not gonna lie, it's not a bad episode, but it's a pretty lackluster episode to be the episode that Ahsoka comes back in. And it's like, just like the same kind of blah, which is the reason why I didn't watch Clone Wars the first time around. So, I don't know. It's really weird for me that the same team, basically, that could make Rebels, which is amazing. Well, and don't get me wrong, had its blah episodes as well. Like, could make a show, like, Clone Wars is like a whole plateau of like mediocrity with some really, really high peaks of amazingness, right? Whereas I feel like Rebels was a lot of high peaks with just a little bit of mediocrity, you know, kind of shoved in there, weeks where they didn't have a lot of time, you know. I don't know. I'm not unhappy, but it's just until we get to the Mandalore stuff, I'm gonna feel like I'm just watching it to watch it. You know, I don't know if that's an expectation I'm putting on the show or it's really. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when it gets farther.